your dog isn't running in and out of your crate happily, isn't relaxed in the crate, then go back to the video on introducing your dog to the crate. Remember to put something at the bottom of the crate door here so that your dog's paws don't get caught as you're calling them in and out of the crate. A couple of things you need to decide on before you get started is what will be your dog's exit criteria and what will be your exit verbal cue. What I mean by exit criteria is that when you put your hand on the crate to open the door, what would you like your dog to be doing? Sitting back and waiting until you give the verbal cue? Or is it okay that they come forward and stick their nose out as long as they don't come all the way out? Just be clear in your mind as to what you'd like them to do, and also be clear in your mind what your exit cue will be. Any inconsistency makes it really hard for your dog. It confuses them and makes the progress slower. So this video is the first in a series of crate etiquette. We're going to look at opening the door, because you don't want, as you open the door, for your dog to come flying out. You want, when you put your hand on the door or open the door, or even when you pick up your lead to put it on, you don't want that to be a cue for your dog to exit. So the way we teach, I'll show you how we teach them that. First thing you want to do is start hand on the door and treat to the back. So they're actually forming a connection between hand and the door. Isn't a cue to come out, but instead to sit back where they could possibly get the treat. So repeat this numerous times, at least half a dozen times. Hand on the door and treat to the back. And then you can move to hand on the door and treat as you open the door, and then shut the door. If at any point your dog moves to the front as you're opening the door, just simply shut it. So that's all that's needed. There's no need to make any correction noises. Your dog's going to learn by the choices they make. A poor choice of moving forward when the door opens simply gets the door to shut. So that what the dog's learning is that moving forward actually shuts the door, it doesn't get them out of the crate. Whereas sitting back as the door opens gets a treat too. Gets a treat. Yes. Call them out of the crate. Give your release cue every now and then just to give them a break from the training, but make sure that they come out, you call them out or release them out while they're at the back, not while they're coming forward. Any movement forward shuts the door, but try to call them out while they're at the back. Okay. And have a little game if you have got a dog that will play. Get it. Play with you. Break the training up with a bit of fun to keep that atmosphere of fun around the crate. Ready? Okay. Yeah, good girl. In the crate. Good girl. Okay, so when that's going well, the door etiquette, when you see that your dog is choosing to sit back rather than come out, good girl. Remember, reward at the side. Don't reward at the front of the crate, because that'll be tough on them if you're rewarding them at being the front and yet you're wanting them to be at the back. It's a bit confusing. So don't reward at the front. Any movement to the front results in the door being shut. But try and combine that with the treat at the back so that you're not having to shut the door too often. And be careful not to shut the door on their nose, because that'll undo all that good work you were doing in establishing the crate as a safe place to be. So when that step is going well, look for the next video in the series that takes crate etiquette just a bit further.